friends, it's time to study another name and attribute of God. Today, his name is Yehovah SaBaoth. Yehovah SaBaoth. It means, I am the Lord of hosts. This name that God has given himself appears in the Old Testament over 200 times, and at least 80 of those, it appears in the book of Zechariah. The term host is an old term used to describe an army. Oxford Dictionary defines it thusly: an armed expedition against an enemy, the army itself. This shows God in a militaristic position. The Lord of hosts, Yehovah SaBaoth, the Lord of angel armies. Some translations translates the Lord of hosts as meaning God is our refuge, or God is our stronghold, or God is our fortress. All of these names point to the absolute and ultimate in God's power and authority. When you think of Yehovah SaBaoth, the Lord of hosts, think of a God who fights on behalf of those who are his own. And Moses said to the people, "Fear not, stand firm, and see the salvation of the Lord, which he will work for you today. For the Egyptians whom you see today, you shall never see again. The Lord will fight for you, and you have only to be silent." Exodus 14:13 through 14. What then shall we say to these things? If God is for us, then who can be against us? He who did not spare his own son, but gave him up for us all, how will he not also with him graciously give us all things? Who shall bring any charge against God's elect? It is God who justifies. Romans 8:31 through 33. He is our defender. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. I give them eternal life, and they will never perish, and no one will snatch them from my hand. My Father, who has given them to me, is greater than all, and no one is able to snatch them out of the Father's hand. And I and the Father are one. John 10:27 through 30. He will not allow the enemy to overtake us. God watches over us. For he will order his angels to protect us wherever you go, and they will hold you up with their hands so that you won't even hurt your foot on a stone. Psalms 91:11 through 12. Yehovah SaBaoth, the Lord of hosts. Yavareka Adonai v'ishmereka. Ya'er Adonai panavaleka. V'humeka yisa Adonai panavaleka. V'yasimleka shalom. May the Lord bless you and keep you, and make his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. May he lift up his countenance to you and give you peace. Until tomorrow.